Okay, I thought it was about time since I've had this for at least a couple days now to do a critique, or should I say, demonstration or a review of the new MIJ uh, Wolfgang signature model. This one's the Ivory, not the Stealth, as you can plainly see. Uh, but okay, watch out, America. Because, in my opinion, these are gonna. You better come up with something really good to beat the quality of this. I'll explain a few things to you first, but kill switch, right? I thought I'm never going to use that thing, and then I found myself using it all the time. It really is cool to have for some licks, you know. Cool for stuff like that. You can do some really neat stuff with that kill switch. Although I could live without it, but let's compare this to the American signature, Wolfgang signature. Let's try to find some differences. What? I can't. I'll tell you what the major difference is the price. I got this from Sweetwater. There's a map pricing on these. They're pretty much $2,700, $26.99.99. I hate when they do that, but yeah, it's $2,700 before taxes. They'll offer you free shipping, of course. At that price, they should. Um, but the comparable Wolfgang Signature USA model is about $4,500, maybe five. I don't know what they're going for right now. I know they're very expensive. Um, I was lucky because I put in a request for one of these a long time ago and had to be very patient to get this um, because I wanted an open box or a demo or one with maybe a little scratch or nick on it. And what the hell, I'm going to put one on it anyways, probably, because I'm gigging pretty regularly and I'm traveling all the time. And I know it's just a matter of time before no matter what I own, it's going to get some kind of nick on it or a scratch or ding or dent. But I don't care. This one came flawless. I don't know why they said it was uh, 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 they said it was open box demo, and then said something was I don't know, but I can't find it, and I am a stickler. So, anyways, um, let's compare this. Same Floyd Rose with the D Tuna. I believe this is an FRT 1000. I believe the same things are on the USA Wolfgangs. There's nothing special. Of course, I'm going to upgrade everything with FU tone stuff, titanium locks and tighteners here. I'm going to put the brass block and claw, titanium R2 nut. Also, but this is what comes on the American. USA Wolfgang pickups, uh, stainless vintage frets, stainless steel frets, um, perloid, ebony neck, perloid markers. Look how nice those things look. They're just beautiful. I don't know. It's really hard for me to show you details, but another thing I noticed compared to I've had other older MIJ Wolfgangs, 2010, 2011, somewhere around there. Uh, they come with the flat body. The new MIJs come with I don't know if you can see that, the contoured top, um, which is nice. I like that. Um, you're going to have some questions. Oh, it comes with the same Born low friction EVH labeled low friction volume pot and a high friction tone pot. I'm not a big fan of this, or at least I think they should make one a little bit stiffer because when you're jamming out, you'll hit this. But that's on the all of the Wolfgangs um, or EVH guitars, regardless. Um, if you're rocking and you're going crazy, you'll hit this, and chances are you'll knock it down. I don't know. It all depends how you play, but it's nice in the sense for volume swells and stuff like that. But not a big fan of the. They should make them just a little bit more harder to move. That's all. But it's what comes on everything. Mexican models, the MIJs, the older MIJs, the American, they have the same EVH label, Bjorn, I don't know how you say it, Bourne or something like that. Volume and tone pots. Same three-way toggle, although I gotta tell you, it's weird. On my other MIJs or the American Wolfgangs, you will find that this is reversed. This being in the up position here, you think it would be on the bridge pickup like they are on the American and the older MIJs and Chinese ones. But no, they actually, that's the only difference, I think, is this way the switch is wired. I mean, really, how hard is it to flip it around or get your soldering gun out and solder two wires to make it? This in the down position would be the neck pickup on Eddie's guitars. So that's the only difference I could find. The binding is the same. The contour body's the same. I gotta give credit to the Japanese builds. I own a lot of Charvels too, and I prefer the older 2010, 2011 MIJ SoCals or San Dimas's. There's something about the necks. They're rolled fretboard edges, but they're rolled to almost look scalloped on the edges. This neck is just beautiful, and let me explain why it is different than all my other Wolfgangs. First of all, being a Charvel guy, I like that slim C-profile neck. This one is slim. I don't know, all the other Wolfgangs I own seem to have a little bit thicker back. I don't know how well you could see this, but it's really nice and thin. And it reminds me of my Charvel, slim C profile in the back, it seems. The Japanese seem to take a little bit more pride in their builds, and their quality control is beyond measure. I personally think they make better stuff. Cuckoo clock's going on. I personally think they make better guitars, at least the necks, let's say, than the American builds. I'm not knocking the American builds, they're damn good, but it just seems like the Japanese take a little bit more pride, and they're not so quick to rush them out. Although I'm sure people have gotten MIJs that have been bad or not perfect, but I have yet to have a problem with any Japanese build I've ever gotten on any guitar. So I really, really prefer those over the American. And let's face it, you got to ask yourself, is it worth it to pay the difference in price? For me, I'm a poor budgeted musician who, God dang, anyone? I got 3 cuckoo clocks. But yeah, you get my point here. It's there's a big difference in value and what you get for the money. And like I said, these go for brand new from Sweetwater or whatever. You're gonna find the same price no matter where you go on a brand new one, $2,700, and that's before taxes. I paid considerably less for this because it was supposed to be damaged somewhere. I can't find it. I think they said it was something, a surface crack in the neck pocket, but there isn't one. So I don't know. And I've got my glasses on. Okay, let's go on. Let's keep. So the necks, I think, are just nice and thin back here. I would swear that this is thinner than all the other Wolfgangs I played or have owned, and I've owned a lot of them, and I'm just in love. I really am. Oh, okay, another thing with the Mexican and old MIJs and Chinese and even the Indonesian, I don't really care for those. But the Indonesian, I don't know if you can see this also. Let me move this in a position. Okay, let's try to level this thing. Notice how the headstock is tilted. Okay, that's pretty cool. All my other EVHs are, except for the American ones, have a straight, not tilted headstock. And as you can see, the headstock looks identical as the binding and everything. That's one thing about the older Japanese. They didn't come with binding here. This does. It looks, the neck is just beautiful. The headstock is gorgeous. The Perloid tuners, EVH labeled Gato, I believe is how you pronounce that. Gato. Tuners with Perloid tips. I don't know if that makes a difference. They're really nice tuners as far as that goes. And you know what the cool thing was? Is this came out of the box from Sweetwater. I don't know if it's because of their inspection or what they do. However, they did forget to give me a tremolo arm and the strap. But it's on its way, so they're taking care of that. But I have to use one off another guitar right now. So anyways, this came pretty, I'll probably adjust the spring tensions, and like I said, I'm not really worried about it because I'm going to throw some brass blocks, claw, and titanium stuff on here. I probably have a Floyd Rose I'll be putting on this already. I mean, it is just every way. I think these Japan models are going to be knocking the American ones off the block, which will, and if you notice, when they do build these MIJs, or whether manufacturers make their stuff in China or Japan, really there's no difference from the Chinese. They'll probably start building these in China like they did back in 2010 and 11 and then 12 and 13. I think they went to China to make the EVH. Fender went to China and they stopped building them in Japan or something like that, or maybe they build them at the same time, but it's only for a few years. So I would grab one of these because these are going to be collectibles. I'm sure when they stop production in Japan, I don't know when that'll be. I think they've been making them for 3 years now. 21, 22. Yeah, I want to say 21 was the first models they started putting in. This is a 2023, and it's a new year. It's just turned 2024, and I just got this in 2024. So I wouldn't doubt if they stop production altogether. There is a wait sometimes, depending on who you're buying this from. But for all intents and purposes, this thing is just as good, if not better, than the American one. I don't know why you would spend $4,500. Like I said, the American ones are just as good. I can't tell the difference. If it didn't have the stamp on the back that says "Made in Japan" and the serial number and stuff, I wouldn't know. So that's my review. It sounds awesome. It's got, like I said, if you're worried about the toggle switch position, who gives a shit, really? I guess it's because Eddie, if this was the neck pickup, he would hit this. And I can see this happening. You're playing and you're doing something like... You hit this, I've been known to do that on some of my Wolfgangs. But, like I said, so I think he had it set up here, so when it was up here, it was on the bridge pickup. Because he rarely used the front pickup, although that sounds... Alnico 2 magnets here, Alnico 3 in here. Actually, this is wired hotter than here. If you read this on your ohms meter, you're going to get a higher reading on these. You know, but this pickup to die for us. I really didn't set out to do a playing video, but so I haven't adjusted the height, nothing. Sweetwater did an awesome fucking job on getting on this guitar as far as the action. It's low already. If I get it any lower, it's going to be hard for me to get up underneath these high E strings, you know. So that's my review, and if I were you, I'd grab one of these at the price that they're asking. I wouldn't even wait past go, collect $200. I mean, you know, you could be waiting around a long time, or I know that it always happens. They just stop making them in Japan. They'll make a couple models, and they'll discontinue and move it to China. Then they'll go to Indonesia or somewhere else. But if you're looking something that's exactly like its American counterpart for half the cost, that's what's going to kill America for a couple of years, is that these are so much, they're not cheap, but they are less expensive than the American build, and you're getting better quality, or if not the same at least. So I hope that serves you well. If you have any comments, please let me know. Very interested in what you guys say or have to think. I could have missed something or misspoken. No big deal. Correct me if I did. Shit happens, you know. But I'm just in love with this guitar. I own a lot of guitars, and this is my favorite now. For how long? I don't know. But I'm definitely going to play the shit out of this guitar, so... Kill switch is fun. Oh, that's something too. That's new to me. But anyways, you have any questions, let me know. You guys have a great day and a pleasant tomorrow.